What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and I've been playing quite a bit of Axton recently, and I have been enjoying him. One weapon that I've been using more and more on Axton is the Kerblaster. I recently tested this as a part of my Does It Suck series, and determined that I did very much enjoy this weapon, but also that it can be one of Axton's best options, especially in certain scenarios. So I've been testing it in different maps, kind of as a part of my suite of weapons that I use here on this Axton build, and I haven't yet brought it to the Southpaw Steam and Power, so we'll see how we do. Now, I am going to be using an explosive relic, so our cooldown for the turret will be just a little bit higher. But other than that, should function much in the same way as I've used other weapons. We'll go ahead and get all of these guys killed. I thought we had all of them killed, but there's one more still alive. I'm going to slag this fella quickly here, and then I'm going to try to kill this fella down here. Cool, so now I have the kill skills active. We'll tear through this guy. Oh, he's already slagged. We'll reload. Thank you, antagonist, for that. And we'll go ahead and kill this guy as well. Perfect. Now, there will be a couple melee enemies spawned up ahead and also one gun enemy. It's imperative that we slag the gun enemy when we see him. Oh, and it's appropriate that he would have a damage over time weapon, obviously. So we'll need to get him killed. Perfect. And then I'm going to try to wait out my damage over time here. Cool. Furthermore, we're going to try to give these guys the slip so that I can kill them at an appropriate time in order to gain my kill skill bonuses against these guys. So that didn't quite work out there, but I think the second time it did. So now both of those guys are being slagged and stuff. We'll use our kill skills to really work into at least one of them here. Got shared damage on both of them, and now that we've killed Watt, we can focus on the big guy, and it looks like he got torn up by the Kerblaster as well. So the Kerblaster definitely did work against them. I want to recall the turret, obviously, and then we're going to pop some barrels as we progress to the next areas. Definitely don't want to get hit by any of these barrels, and I expect to kind of be moving around a little bit, depending on what kind of spawns we get. That explosive barrel there is probably not a huge deal. These two barrels up on this top platform are the big deal, though. So we'll get ready, make sure our weapons are reloaded really quickly. No reason to have the creamer kind of sitting like that. So we'll go ahead and get this guy slagged, or he didn't get slagged for us, which is always awesome. And then we'll go ahead and use the kill skills to take out these guys. All right. Probably should have used a Quasar to group them up a little bit. Speaking of Quasars, we can use one back here and at least get that ultimate badass nomad kind of situated there, because he's going to need to die. Speaking of things that are going to need to die, let's go ahead and get rid of this thing. And then we can get rid of some other things back there as well. The Kerblaster isn't great against running enemies. That is one of its weaknesses, I would definitely say. Alright, so let's pull this guy back over here where I can definitely get some more hits on him. Finish him off. Cool, so we killed that ultimate badass nomad. That is kind of a rare spawn in here. That's not something that you would see every time. So cool, our turret's cooling down, which is good because Assassin 1A or Oney will spawn once we get down there close enough. So this guy here, he's kind of pissing me off because he's just hiding there, which is awfully aggravating, and it probably is one of those spots where the Quasar wouldn't do too much to him. So I'm just going to try to make sure he's still slagged here. Looks like he is. He didn't take near enough damage from our Fire Bee. So being that he's just going to be a little bitch and hide behind cover like that, I don't really know what to do about him. This other guy, maybe he'll at least die to the Fire Bee. Who knows? Whatever. They're both going to die like this. Alright, so that's going to cause this to happen. And at this point in time, I want to switch to a Firebone and a Expert Grenadier comm. And really kind of wear into these guys down here. I want to get Assassin Oney slagged here as soon as we can. And then really just kind of wear into him here with these Fire Bees. That probably is enough Fire Bees to kill him. But we can kill, you know, another one just in case. Obviously, these lunatics also die to the Fire Bees, and so that is most excellent. Cool. So now while our turret is cooling down, we are going to come back here and gather a little bit of ammo by opening these boxes, I guess. So we want to take everything that's not grenade. Actually, we're just going to take everything. It's plenty of ammo. 12 grenades is plenty, and there are probably some grenades dropped down there as well, so I'm not too worried. I do want to switch back to my primary gear here, though, or my regular gear. I don't know what you would call it, but that includes the Legendary Soldier, the Explosive Relic, which unfortunately is not a Bone of the Ancients. It would be really nice if it was. And there just doesn't happen to be an explosive Bone of the Ancients is what I'm getting at. But and also the Quasar, which is very, very helpful for, one, dealing damage to enemies, but also grouping enemies up so that the Kerblaster can do its main work. Cool. So we killed one of those guys there with the Quasar. Didn't quite yet get this guy, but he's about to die. Probably one more shot. Perfect. Okay. So we don't really need any of the ammo in here. I was happy that we didn't have to use the turret in here either. Looks like we do have a dangerous thing there. So I'll go ahead and let things come through the door here and just kind of get ready to kill them easily. If anything wants to come, we will line it up in this doorway and Kerblaster it if it's a moving enemy or a non-moving enemy, and otherwise we'll probably hit it with the Creamer if it's trying to run at us too quickly. But if things get stuck like that, it's a perfect trap for the Kerblaster to really do work. Now I'm kind of stuck on that dead enemy. That'll happen occasionally. It's always irritating when it does, but it will happen. So that guy was really close. Bad situation for the Kerblaster, obviously. And so I did switch to and it was also a bad situation for the Creamer. So that's why I switched to the Herald to kill that guy. It's an invaluable tool in some scenarios. Definitely going to kill all of these enemies that are down here. As we come down here, there will usually be a Lunatic Bomber that spawns. So we'll get ready to kill him. Perfect. Our turret is still up, surprisingly, and we're going to jump down here and kill this guy. Almost killed myself there by shooting the Kerblaster into the turret, I would imagine, so that was kind of stupid. So if we get a little bit closer now, there will be some melee enemies that drop down from the ceiling. Now, this is one of the situations where the Kerblaster doesn't do well against an enemy that progresses really quickly forward like that, because obviously you can't get the good damage against him with the Kerblaster. And so against an enemy like this, these running melee enemies, that's when our Herald will be especially valuable. So we're going to have a couple dudes spawning right here. Not too worried about them, but definitely kind of want to group them up a little bit as we go forward here, just because some of them are going to be tougher than others, especially that one, for example, with the silly corrosive damage over time weapon that we're now going to have to rely on Quick Charge to beat out. And so Quick Charge finally won out, but you know, this guy, he still needs to die. So might as well, oops, didn't need to hit him with that second Quasar there, but yeah, now that that box is out of our way, hopefully we can get him killed a little bit quicker. Perfect. All right, so I was worried about him, and I just took him out from a distance with my Quasars because I thought that it was appropriate. Apparently none of this is doing damage to this guy, so that's excellent. We'll move him back here like this, and then we'll try to Quasar him. Oh, no. He's one of those enemies that sticks to cover when you Quasar him, which is always fun. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Hopefully that'll deal with him a little bit. I need to hurry, though, because obviously now we need that turret there for the assassin who is about to spawn. So hopefully he goes after that, you know. Cool. And it looks like he is. So Metal Storm that, and then we will begin to Metal Storm this as well. Cool, so now Assassin Wreath is dead, and we can progress forward. Looks like he did indeed drop an Emperor for us. So that's neato. Always good to get a legendary. I swear it was here just a minute ago. I don't know. I don't think I picked it up because I don't know where it went. There was an Emperor here on the ground somewhere. You guys saw it. I think I saw it. I think it was a Corrosive Emperor. It's gone now. Don't worry about it. No one knows where it went. We're moving forward. In fact, before we move forward, I do kind of want to throw on this, and there are 3 boxes in this room, so we might as well hit them up. All of these enemies are dead. We killed them very early, so that's cool. Sometimes I shoot through that gate to kill them. Just in case there's some good grenades in here. There weren't, So, you know, we're kind of going to get down to like 6 grenades here, and then open all of these boxes in the next room because I do want to progress into the next area with as close to max grenades as we can. Alright, so now we should have plenty of grenades going forward, and we're also going to have plenty of assault rifle ammo, which I didn't really bother checking before we came down here. So, back to the legendary soldier, and oh, we must have been low on assault rifle ammo-ish. No, we're doing alright. Maybe before we picked all that up, we were doing low. Perhaps that's why we didn't get as much, grenade ammo as I was thinking we would. But either way, we got some of both, and so now we're golden. Now, there are going to be a stupid amount of melee and bomber enemies now, and I feel as if it will be necessary to turret them. Avoid that grenade as well will also be necessary. Alright. So, like I said, against these running enemies, a lot of times it's just easiest to take them out with a pistol or shotgun, and I happen to have a very, very powerful explosive pistol, the Unkempt Herald, one of the most popular weapons in the game. So that's what we'll use to take these guys out. It's just so great for this. And obviously it kills even without kill skills or slag, but when you have kill skills and slag, it really wrecks them. Alright, so that guy has a damage over time weapon, so it will be necessary to figure out a way to kill him eventually. We'll let that deal with what's over there, and then we'll get a quick kill on that guy. So that was perfect. That's why I carry the Creamer. You know, a single target execution like that is sometimes quite helpful. So that's why we have that to our advantage at times. So the turret, it's kind of doing its thing, I guess. We definitely want to leave one enemy alive, though, so that we can have a fresh turret for the next part, the assassin roof part. So we'll go ahead and withdraw the turret now. Ooh, thank you, Onslaught. Got me out of that scenario, which was hairy. Ooh, see what I mean about the dudes that are Velcroed to their protection? That's always aggravating to me. And see, now that he's not right on that protection, he can actually move and stuff, and I can actually kill him. So that's good. Alright, might as well finish this guy off. And then we're going to have to figure out some way to get some health back, because that guy is on us. If I was 0, he just would have died. Alright. Probably not. I don't think one shot with the Slag Pimpernel to his head would have killed him. It would have left him severely disabled, though. Is 10 grenades enough to kill them? I mean, maybe. Alright. I mean, hopefully it is. I mean, I might as well just throw them all, right? And then, now that I have some kill skills, try to kill Roof like this. I don't know. That was not well planned on my part. It's alright, I guess. Because it worked out, you know, he died. It wasn't well planned. I don't think any of them ever shot at us, though, because the turret was there tanking for us. So that was pretty neat. It survived. Alright. So cool. I'm definitely going to review the footage to see whether or not I actually did get a Corrosive Emperor from Assassin Wreath. I really think I did, but oh well. The Kerblaster performed admirably. I liked the Kerblaster. It's one of Axton's many tools that he can use to great effect in certain scenarios. Like if you had a bunch of enemies, for example. Ooh, a bandit splat gun, how awesome. Had a bunch of enemies like in this tight corridor, you could really just load it up and you'd probably kill them all, you know what I mean? And that is kind of neat. So, I like that. Ooh, and it's even got the critical hit prefix. That's the best weapon in the game. Yeah, so all in all, pretty good stuff. We cleared out all of Southpaw Steam and Power, even this little area. So, That barrel's still alive? We'll kill it as well. All barrels must die. There we go. I think that would be Valar Berhulgus or something? I don't know. Either way, aw, come on, ladder jump, fail. We made it through, and that's good. I do thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Otherwise, one more time, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.